Hello, welcome to my channel, and today we'll talk about two kids that got married at the age of 10 and they became from hate to love. And Rizara isn't just another noble lady, she's a woman with a secret. After dying in her previous life, she awakens inside the body of Einring, a famous villainess of the story. And she knows exactly how it ends, with her execution. By this time, she has a plan. To avoid her tragic fate, she must escape the original storyline. And that means one thing: divorcing Eden Lanston before the real heroine appears. They were placed in the same room in a familiar situation for both. She thought the best way to start off the right foot was with a smile, but the moment she laid eyes on him, the words slipped out before she could stop herself. "You're so handsome!" It wasn't until a few seconds later that she realized she had said it out loud. Panic set in. She had messed things up from the very beginning. Trying to recover, she quickly added, "Why don't we have a conversation?" But his only response was cold and distance. "Don't touch my body." Her heart sank. He already hates me so much, she thought. Resigning herself to the situation, she turned away the lonely bed. But she couldn't sleep. How could she? She was a 10-year-old girl trapped in an arranged marriage with a boy who in the future would undoubtedly despise her. As she stared at him, she thought, one day he will be the Duke of Leinster, the most powerful figure in the empire. He will control everything. She let it aside and was about to go out when she noticed something was strange. He was making faint noises. His body was trembling slightly. Concerned, she sat up and started. "Are you okay?" Maybe it was a nightmare, and she got really worried about him. Placing her hand on his forehead to check for a fever, suddenly his eyes flew open, and filled with fear he flinched, utterly startled by her touch. As she reached out to check on him, Aidan suddenly slapped her hand away, his entire body trembling. His eyes were filled with fear as he snapped, "Don't come near me." Started she instinctively offered, "I'll call the doctor," but he immediately refused, his firm voice saying, "No, don't do that. When I wake up I will be fine. Just don't touch me." His reaction left her stunned. What had happened to him before they met? She sat nearby, keeping close eyes on him until morning, and when he finally woke up, he found her still sitting beside his bed. She hesitated before asking, "Are you feeling better?" Remembering the events of the previous nights, he avoided her gaze and simply said, "Go back to your room and rest." Without another word, he dismissed her. After this event, she kept thinking about what made him to be like that, and in the restroom, soaked in the bath, she reflected on everything that had happened. She reminded herself not to get caught up in Indian's affairs, and her goal was just to survive. The moment Julia appeared, she would file for divorce, but she couldn't forget the moment of him shaking the previous night. Then her personal maid told her the Duke and the Duchess left the estate to do urgent matters, and it seems it's going to take half a month. She will just have to find out what happened to Aidan Leinster in the meantime. She invited the maids to have a chat and a tea, and to know a little bit about Aidan and some information. She told them even after getting married, she hadn't even met Aidan properly. The maids told her he's very unapproachable and doesn't speak much either. The only one who knows him well is Mrs. Whitney, Aidan's personal nanny since childhood. And she decided to aim for the nanny. The next day, Aidan was in the training grounds, and a knight approached him asking, "How do you feel about getting married?" Then Aidan asked Sir Philip, "Do you like being married?" And he said yes, since he married his first love. He likes there just being there. He said he's scared about it. The next 3 days they didn't meet each other, and Aiden hasn't even shown up his nose. She looked for him everywhere, and she was about to stop, she saw him. She was very happy about it, but he didn't seem to have the same feeling as her. He showed a tense and dissatisfied face to her. She thought, isn't it going too far? I haven't done anything yet. And, like last time, he flinched again and slapped her hand. Then he started shaking again and told her again, I said that you should not touch me. Very shocked, she asked, do you hate me that much? And before she noticed anything, a woman was standing behind her. That was Mrs. Whitney. She went to him and grabbed firmly his hand, and he started shaking even more. Mrs. Whitney asked, are you having a hard time? Shall we go to your room? And then she noticed she was the cause. By mentally and emotionally abusing him, she is inflicting trauma that will make it impossible for him to receive help from others. She decided to take an action. She covered him with a cloth and told Mrs. Whitney, let go of his hand. I'm the little madame of Langston family. She grabbed him and took him out of this place, far away from Mrs. Whitney. Mrs. Whitney was the one who asked him to follow her lead and to honor and protect the family from the moment of birth. He was training hard in the training grounds the next day, and then he heard a person calling his name, and she saw that it was her, with the green dress, smiling with the happy face, and he got surprised. He thought it was for him, but she passed through him, singing and talking with the knights. He was surprised, and one of the knights asked, our master is a bit harsh, isn't it? And she said, it's a secret, but he's handsome, so I can forgive him. Suddenly he flinched, hearing Mrs. Whitney's voice, and then she said, you need to do your homework left by the Duke, Aiden. Seeing her in that intimating, he was going to accept, but she entered in the conversation saying Aiden was talking to her. Mrs. Whitney trying to interrupt, but she said, you can do it after a conversation, right? She didn't have the patience and grabbed firmly Aiden's arms, and he started shaking again. She pushed Mrs. Whitney back and said, take your hands off him. Mrs. Whitney was shocked, and Aiden too, but she didn't care about it, and she told her, we both have something to discuss, so he will be coming with me. And to emphasize, she said, whether I've been here for a day or for a year, I'm the little madame of this house, and the nanny have no right to stop me, no matter the reason. They left the training grounds in a hurry and going to the direction of the garden. This isn't the way to the library, though, Aiden said. I know, Alan said. And then he asked, why did you butt in earlier? My parents trust what Whitney says. Whitney might deliberately say bad things about you later. I know, but because I wanted to get closer to you. With me? Yeah, spouses are supposed to be allies. We have to be together from now on, but we haven't been able to have a proper conversation with each other. Since we got married at this age, we are more like close friends. What I'm trying to say is, I am on your side and you are on my side. Let's be friends. Friends eat together, play together, curse, comforting each other, and laugh together. He said, I've never experienced those things, so I'm not really sure. This is such a great thing. You can look forward to it. He looked at her and said, I want to be on the same side as you. And she didn't expect this happiness, energetic energy. He answered without thinking, and he noticed her blushing face of happiness in front of him. Next morning they met at the garden, and she as happy as ever with her clean dress. And he did something that she wasn't expecting. He gave a good morning with a smiling face. Her happiness was the best ever. Next time I'll shake hands. She asked, where are you heading to? To the training grounds, he said. And then he asked, let's go together. We are supposed to be like friends, aren't we? But she never expected this much energy. Then suddenly Windy, a maid of the house, lost control of it and went straight to Aiden. The result is that she was on him, but she touched his hand. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm truly sorry, Andy said. And he just said, back off, get away from me. He started shaking again, and she interrupted, Windy, hurry up, just go. And she said, oh, I'm truly sorry again. She saw Aiden with the state of shaking, and she stopped it because she was going to touch him, and she remembered that he doesn't like it. Then she found a solution. She started to think about the moments that they had before, and she doesn't want to go to step zero. So she stayed beside him and started talking to comfort him and calm him down. Ellie said, do you remember what I said before? We are married and I am your side. It's okay. Right now you can take it easy and let your emotions out and cry. A moment after, Ellie said, I just remembered that I have something to do. You can go ahead. I'm sorry, even though I'm the one who asked it first. And then they separated the ways. Then, the next day in the training ground, he wasn't concentrated at all and always looked at the door to see if she was coming. I haven't seen Ingrid for a few days, he thought, even though she would regularly come to see him every day. Enjoying the distraction, Sir Philip did a movement to get him back on track, and then he won the battle. You keep looking at the door, Sir Philip said. Instead of answering, he asked a question. Are you friends with your wife, Sir Philip? Of course, my wife is my first love and my childhood friend. As we grew up together, we've seen that we should have seen. He thought about Ellie at the same time. Where are you going? Asked Sir Philip. He didn't answer. It's been 3 days already that she haven't seen him. She's worried that if she visits him, she will grave his trauma again, and she is scared. But she didn't expect that he would appear right in front of her. Hello, he said. It's been a long time. Yeah, I missed you, Ellie said. So I get it. I'm going horseback riding. Can I come? Ellie asked. Ah, you could come, and the way is not too difficult to do. All right, do you mind if I join? Do you want to? Of course I do. While they were walking, she was thinking with herself, why is everything he does so cute? And then he suddenly asked, are you tired? And then she said, does he think I can keep up with him? Ah, suppose so. And when they came to the grounds, she saw everything ready for them. We have prepared a place for you to sit as ordered by Lord Aiden. Ashamed, he just caught up the horse with a fast ability and showed his talents in riding skills. Then she remembered. Originally, Aiden was a remarkable person. His combat skills are the best of the Empire, and he was the black curtain that shocked the entire Empire. Ellie was amazed by it and asked, how are you so good in horseback riding? Do you want to try it? Aiden asked. Oh, should I? She asked. Aiden said, the hills aren't too deep, so it's okay to ride around. Aiden offered his hand and she thought, I can't ride with Aiden. If I do that, he will shake again, and I don't want that. Ellie said, Sir Philip, take me up on a horse. Do you mean riding with me, little madam? Sir Philip said, Yes, hold on tight. Aiden didn't like this feeling. It was something new for him. Then, as happy as ever, Ellie started riding with Sir Philip while Aiden was beside them just watching it. And he thought strange about her happiness and everything. While that he approached her, airing, Oh, you scared me. And while that she started falling down the horse, but she suddenly came back from it. I'm safe, no worries about me. When they finished horseback riding, they came back and he started to notice that Erin is close to everyone in the ducal residence, and he saw a knight kissing her hand, and for the first time he really wanted to touch someone's hand. He started thinking the next day about it. He wanted to touch someone's hand, and with Erin's different. Is it because she was someone who worried when I was sick and actually took his side? He wonders what exactly he wants. Does he want to touch Erin? Is he able to touch her? Seeing her, he pretends to sleep to then she gets close to him for purpose. She does exactly what he wanted to, get closer to him, and she started thinking, this is the first time since the first night where she can quietly stare at his face. Even so, he seems to get a lot better since the first time, and she is so proud that he's smiling more too. What she was hoping came true. She touched him and started touching his hair. I'm alright, Aiden thought. Even though Erin's touching me, I'm okay. Just a little bit more. He suddenly opened his eyes and he saw Erin right in front of him. He wanted to ask for more, but what they didn't expect is the reaction that both of them would do, and almost kiss. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video and see you next time. Bye!